for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the third-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to the running back.
An excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
The offense sets up for the first and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, remember in college football?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And it works. The first down to the 35.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards on the first down.
We go with a direct snap. Has the first down still on the move. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. One team making their way on the field. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. The pocket breaking down. Makes a quick grab.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Catch made on the left side.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Becomes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Offense facing second and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Waiting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he slings this pass over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100-yard.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Second and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Bears will come to the line to run the hurry up. And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Launches downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Look at him run through those tacklers. Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offense.
What a long run touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The sack on first down. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. It breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the Bears will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. So second down after the incompletion. Back in motion now. They'll try the option play here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Bears looking to cash in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Took contact on the throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It was successful, this first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Bears trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds this defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
3 red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And they're trying to punch it in here. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll try to run it with the option. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down. And a running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bears. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Here we go.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense has stopped him short. Big play. Still a 10-point margin here. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Checks this down to the running back. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He drops back in the gun. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, well, way back, the guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. The Bears come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trying to extend the play. Gets some space around the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. And now the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted in the end zone. Fighting off the tackler. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. The receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Back to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And the wideout goes in motion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Auburn. And this one is getting ugly.
That was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. Really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. The Bears hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by...
Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? The shotgun running play call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, and this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock.